100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad being pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, round it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause I...
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 60 or.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Sponge. You draw Corker. Now.
Throwing on first down. Pierce. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Hey!
On first down, Todd. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hey, Zoo. Go. You got nothing today. Fight.
To throw on second down. Pierce. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line.
X3. 218. Jump. Jump.
First and 10.
They'll run on first down. It's Todd. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 7-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Run the double.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Check 13. Check 13. Bang, 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 bang. Go, go. Let's right. Motion. Hey, check.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. On second down, here's a run with Mack. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Set, hut. Defense. Check safety, check safety. Whip. Watch the whip. Show roll. Check 3. Yeah. 50 ball trot.
On first down, Dobbs to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Dobbs. Connecting here with DJ Shark. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Check. Lucky. Slant. Good thing. Watch the green.
To throw again. Dobbs dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Tight dog. Check 31.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. And this is going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Out of the gun, Dobbs rolling to his right. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Looking to run with Mack. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Marlon Mack, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right?
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Deion Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7, Deion Jones. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll run here with Mack. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Mack. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
From the gun on 3rd down. Dobbs toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Catanzaro's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
I
know, but Oh, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Pierce. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Greystone travel. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. 5.
On 4th down, Pierce. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Bandit. Bandit.
Throwing after the interception. Pierce. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 3rd down, Pierce. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Hey, Charlie.
On 4th down, Pierce. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. An update from Buffalo. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. On 1st down, Mack. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He was gained at the 22-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Eddie Goldman on the stop. No gain on the play.
To throw on 3rd down, Dobbs. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Marlon Mack, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now Dobbs. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Marlon Mack with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro, and the route is on here in this first half. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Point after now from Catanzaro. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 14.
Keep doing that.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now Dobbs, escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's pump up. Pump up. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. 20. 24. Check 25. Check 37.
A final shot before break. Dobbs, flush to his right. That was going to let it go. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 40 now on second down. Dobbs eluding the pressure right. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On third down, Hilliard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go, D. All day, defense. All day. Check. Check hot route. Yeah. Switch. Undercrush.
On first and 10, Dobbs. He's got the first down here inside the 30. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DJ Chark, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that will extend this big lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back to throw. Pierce. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards that time. They'll run on first down. It's Todd, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Hey, Haywood!
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day.
Go!
You.
Recon, 132 fighter!
Mike Ford.
Offside!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pierce. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 3rd down, Todd, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey!
Stop your whining. Mike Ford. It's our time.
Big grip!
On 4th down, Pierce. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Mike, 22, Jet, brother. 22, Jet, brother. Hey, Jet, rabbit. Jet, rabbit.
On 1st down, Hilliard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Eagles' 31-yard line.
Back to throw Dobbs. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Down. Rotate. Spell. 15 on it. Let's go, D. 36.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
To throw is Downs. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Dontrell Hilliard with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Yep. 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Todd, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd down, Pierce. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Pierce. Open man, here's Foster. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Pierce, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike 4. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike 4.
Go.
I got you, pump.
Get it.
To throw on 2nd down. Pierce, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out.
Check. Cross.
They'll run on 1st down. Mack. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Throwing to start the drive. Pierce got an open man. It's Foster. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. This quarterback now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They run with Howard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
At the 36-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
2nd and 1. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Hey, turn it up. Check 50, check 50. Check 43.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Shift. Check. Hey, shift. Haywood.
Operating from the gun. Dobbs escaping the pressure right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Watch 9. Single. Yes. Let him know.
Go. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Chicago, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another road date next week as they're